Good morning, 11th class. So, welcome to your biology lecture. And we have started with the chapter that is neural control, right? And yesterday's lecture we talked about the general basic structure of the neuron, right? And we talked about the division and the parts of the nervous system. Today, the main thing which we are going to study that what is the reason that these neurons are so excitable, how they are transmitting the impulses, how this impulse is generated basically. So we are going to talk about in detail, that is the generation of nerve impulse. Actually, the name of the topic which is given in NCERT, that is the generation and conduction of nerve impulse, but today I will be only able to complete the first portion, that is the generation. Before that I start with that generation of in nerve impulse. We talked about the type of the neurons. It can be multipolar, it can be bipolar, it can be unipolar. Now we know that axon, they are the long fiber, right? But in our part, in our the brain part, or I will say nervous system, we have the types of axon also, depending on the presence or absence of myelin sheath. They are of two types. Axons, they are of two types depending on the myelin sheath. Yesterday we talked about this myelin sheath, right? And that is a cover, that is a covering around the axon. But all the axons, they do not carry myelin sheath. So on the basis of this sheath, they are of two types. They are known as myelinated or non-myelinated. Now, what are myelinated? These type of nerve fibers, they are covered with Schwann cells. Why I'm saying Schwann cells? Because these Schwann cells are the ones which form myelin sheath around axon. So those nerve fibers which will have Schwann cells, definitely if Schwann cells they are present, they will form the myelin sheath. So those Schwann cells which will form myelin sheath, it doesn't mean that Schwann cells are present but they are not forming myelin sheath. So those which are having this cover, which is myelin sheath, they are known as myelinated axons, and those which are not having myelinated sheath, they are known as non-myelinated axon. So as you can see in this axon, there is not any myelinated sheath, and in this there is the myelinated sheath. Now, myelin sheath is not continuous. We never ever draw this myelin sheath as the continuous, packed with each other. No, it is, there are the gaps which are present between these myelin sheath, between one or two myelin sheath, between adjacent myelin sheath, there are the gaps, and these gaps are called node of, what are these gaps between myelin sheath? They are known as node of Ranvier. These kind of myelin sheath, they are observed in basically in the PNS, means in the spinal and the cranial nerves, and non-myelinated, they are mostly found in the autonomic and somatic neural system. Clear? So two types of axons, myelinated and non-myelinated. Those which are having Schwann cells which form the myelin sheath, they are known as myelinated. So non-myelinated, they are having Schwann cells, but these are not forming the myelin sheath around the axon. वो नहीं form करते. So they are without sheath. I'm saying myelin sheath, but what is the exactly function? It is electrically insulated sheath, or basically जो signal है, electrical signal, This, because of this cover, it increases the speed of the transmission of those impulses, those action potential. एक जो axon में cover है, those axon which are covered, their signal is transmitting with the great speed, because these are the electrically insulating sheath. So it help to increase the speed of the impulses, right? Now we have to talk about the how this nerve impulses, they are generated on the membrane of the nerve fibers, right? कैसे generated होता है? So for that I tell you a story. It is a very beautiful story, but that will give you an idea that what is the need that we have. All we are talking about every time: action potential, electrical stimulus, transmission of impulses. What is the reason behind that? Suppose you have a dead frog, right? Why will take a dead frog? But yes, sometime for the experiment we definitely we have to take few things. So here we are taking a dead frog. Now, you, according to us, it is a dead frog. What would happen now if I apply an electrical stimulus to the nerve that feeds the frog's leg? That nerve which is going to the frog's leg, I am charging it, I am providing it a stimulus. Now, there was a scientist which is known as the Italian scientist, whose name is Luigi Galvani. What he discovered, that by accident, actually it was not intentionally discovery, he discovered that during a frog dissection, that frog's leg kicks, a dead frog's leg kicks, because neurons, you are providing an stimulus to the nerve cells, they carry information via electrical signal. So that information, if you are is stimulating it, that stimulus, if it is generated, it will transmit the information to frog's legs. So how do neurons in a living organism, they are producing signals? That is it means if it can produce signal there in the frog, so how these neurons, they are producing this signal in the living organism? So it means these neurons, they are the excitable bodies, they are excitable, they generate electrical signal which bring changes in the permeability of cell membranes for the particular ions, and especially we are going to talk about sodium and potassium ions. Are you getting my point? That it means the impulses, the information, your movement, that is generated by that is carried by the neurons. And how the neurons, they are working when they are receiving the signals in the electrical form. So now we will talk about our main topic, that is the generation of nerve impulse. I told you that neurons, they are excitable, and in the resting state, they are known by that they are polarized. If you recall, we talked about this: polarization, depolarization, repolarization, right? Now when your nerve fibers, they are at resting stage, what has happened to the membrane? On the outer side, there are more and more sodium ions, it is the positive in nature, and inner side there is the more negative ions, more negative charged proteins, as well as potassium ions are there. So it forms the negative charge on the inner side. So on the resting stage, what is observed? Outer side, electropositive charge, inner side of the membrane, nerve membrane, inner side is electronegative. So due to negative as well as positive, two types of ions, so this type of resting membrane, in which outer pole is positive, inner pole is electronegative, this type of membrane is known as polarized membrane. So that is the reason we are saying that resting nerve fibers, they are polarized. Polarized means two types of charges are observed, right? One side it is positive, on the outer side it is positive, and inner side it is negative. So if I draw a cell, as you can see that on in outer side, these sodium and chloride ions, they are more, and inner side negative ion ions, potassium, they are more. Sodium is also there, but it is not in the much concentration. So when there is a charge, positive charge on the outer side of the membrane and negative on the inner side, this type of nerve fiber is known as resting nerve fiber, as well as polarized. I will better use word polarized, and it is at the resting stage when this is observed. Now, sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium, basically these are the channels, these are through which they travel through the membrane, they are the channels. And what are channels? They are the proteins basically, which operate at a certain voltage. They are the transmembrane proteins which work, which are functional at a specific voltage, इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स की बात कर रहे हैं हम. सो डेफिनेटली वी हैव टू गिव अ पर्टिकुलर वोल्टेज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हेयर. सो इट मीन्स द रेस्टिंग पोटेंशियल, द रेस्टिंग वोल्टेज for a nerve fiber is minus 70 millivolt, right? That much charge. Our neurons, they are charged ones, right? They are the charged structural units. So resting stage, they have the resting potential is minus 70 millivolt. At this potential, when they are at resting stage, sodium channels are closed, right? We have to draw this diagram. As you can see that this is the outer area, extracellular fluid, and there is the neuroplasm. Neuroplasm means that is the content, liquid content in the present in the neuron side. So this is the inner side definitely, and that is the outer side. And outer side, now what were we saying, that the gates, they are closed. It means sodium channel cannot enter into the inner space. It cannot enter. This A side of the gate is inactivation gate, and this side of the gate is activation side. So this is known as activation gate. And activation gate for the sodium is now closed. Sodium channels are closed. कौन सी position पे? Resting position पे. Clear? At resting stage, sodium channels are closed, so no sodium can now come in. So outer membrane resting stage पे सारा sodium आपका बाहर है, तो outers will be positive and inner will be negative. Now, when there is a receiving stimulus, means when there is a change in the potential, voltage potential changes now when on receiving the stimulus. जैसे motor area जो हमारा sensory organ से stimulus आ रहा है, information आ रही है, on receiving the stimulus, now the charge, now the potential voltage potential changes from minus 70 to minus 50 millivolt. And at that time, पहले close थे gate, that time these gates, they get open. Sodium channels, gates, they get open after receiving the stimulus. So the moment these gates open, what do you think? What will happen? Sodium तो तैयार बैठा है क्योंकि इतना सारा sodium बाहर इकट्ठा हो गया है. So depending now, outer side sodium is high, inner side it is less. So now there will be the movement of according to the concentration gradient from higher to the lower area. Only I am talking about sodium gates are open only. It will allow the sodium ions to start coming in, because there is outer side concentration is more, inner side there is the concentration is less. So at resting stage, channels, they were closed, and on receiving stimulus, what can you say on receiving stimulus? Sodium, what is your answer? Sodium gates, sodium channels, they are opened, right? So more and more and sodium will start moving inner side. Now, when sodium start coming in because of the change in concentration gradient, what do you think? What will happen? Sodium is coming in, more and more sodium is coming in, so inner membrane will become पॉजिटिव. मैंने सिर्फ एक ही पार्ट बनाया है पॉजिटिव सो दैट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड. अदरवाइज ऐसा नहीं होता है कि सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर आयन जो है सिर्फ एक जो छोटा सा पोर्शन है वो पॉजिटिव हो गया. नो, द जहाँ जहाँ पे हमारा सोडियम एंटर करता जाएगा दैट इनर साइड ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन इट विल बिकम positive and outer side will become now negative. As the sodium start moving in inner membrane, not much definitely because negative proteins वहाँ पे ज़्यादा हैं, so inner membrane is slightly electropositive now and outer membrane will become electronegative. More and more sodium ions enter in when more and more sodium channels they will be opened. Now on receiving the stimulus, so condition क्या हो गया हमारा, बाहर वाली साइड पे हमारी membrane नेगेटिव हो गई है and inner side it become positive. So this type of membrane will be known as depolarized. So अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं on receiving a stimulus nerve fiber membrane will become polarized, depolarized, repolarized, what will you answer me confidently that ma'am on receiving the stimulus membrane will become depolarized. So membrane is depolarized means stimulus is impulse has been generated. Let's understand with the one graph also. So as you can see that here we have drawn the time and with the our millivoltage. So here is the 70 and you know that what should I write here, which kind of state it is, resting, right? And minus 55 on receiving a stimulus, right? So what is happening here that here is the resting stage, nothing is changed, electropositive outside, in negative inside. Now on receiving stimulus there is the now increase, there is the increase in the our sodium ions, they are more and more sodium gates are opened, right? Now they will reach to the zero and finally they will reach to a stage where maximum action potential is generated. They will reach to a stage where maximum action potential is generated at the 45, and the moment they are close to action potential, maximum action potential, sodium ions, sodium channels, they start closing. Sodium channels start closing down. जो गेट्स हैं वो 45 तक पहुंचने पे सारे के सारे क्लोज हो जाएंगे. सो वंस दे आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स 45 सोडियम हमारा क्लोज होना शुरू हो जाएगा, सोडियम गेट्स. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, एक्शन पोटेंशियल इज जनरेटेड from 45 to 50 millivolts. So sodium channel that time, the moment it reach 45, sodium channel start to close down and potassium channel will, potassium gates will be open. So what is the conclusion? That all the sodium channels are closed now at plus 45 millivolt and potassium channels are opened. That is that when action potential is generated. Now what is action potential? Definitely अगर action potential का नाम लिया है तो टर्म को डिफाइन करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So what are we doing? This is our polarized membrane, perfect membrane on the resting stage. We are on receiving the stimulus. When stimulus is generated, polarized membrane, it become permeable to the sodium and the potential changes, there is the polarization changes and membrane become depolarized. So outer surface become negatively charged and inner side become positively charged. This membrane is called depolarized. So electrical potential, you have generated some potential, right? And that is with the electrical signals. So electrical potential which is generated, electrical potential difference which is generated across the plasma membrane at this site is called action potential. So this electrical potential at this time, it is called action potential or nerve impulse. And when do you attain? When we are at maximum action potential, like from -55 टू +45 के बीच में जब हम पहुंचते हैं मैक्सिमम एक्शन पोटेंशियल पे, सोडियम gates they get closed and potassium gates are opened, right? That will help in our conduction of nerve impulse, which we will discuss in our second part of this lecture, right? So here this much is clear that depolarized state means there is the change, negatively charged on the outer side and inner side become positively charged on receiving the impulses, on generation of electrical potential difference, which is called action potential or nerve impulse, right? So I will meet you with the conduction of nerve impulse tomorrow.